of office, out of office. David's setting his out of office. I really think it's funny when you're like loitering in the background of my videos. Hello and welcome to week 3 of the reading vlog haul wrap up excitement. And excitement levels are high because it's 4:15 on a Friday evening, just finished work and I'm out of the office until Wednesday because I've actually got Monday and Tuesday off, which is the first time I've had any time off. I had one day off in May to have my hair done. It's a long old time. It's been a long old time. David, do you want to be in the background? You don't really, do you, while I'm just talking books and stuff? You can pick your nose now, mate. So yeah, so there we go. We're going away this weekend just for a couple of nights. It's my dad's birthday. 60's gonna be. He retired today as well. I wonder how his last day went, David. Bless him.
I
wonder if there was any awkward speeches. There'd be no speeches, awkward or otherwise. He's not quite the exhibitionist like me, is he?
No, I'm afraid
we're
not.
very similar in many ways, but I'm definitely much more. You wouldn't catch him doing a YouTube channel, let's say.
No.
Anyway, so yeah, that's it. So we go away on Sunday, so I need to also pick some books to take away with me Sunday. We're away for 2 nights, and yeah, I'll have to have a little look at that. But reading so far, so as you will know, I finished my last audiobook yesterday. Today the wrap up went up, the vlog. So I needed a new audiobook, and I had my eye on one called The Right Sort of Girl by Anita Rani. As is the way, I will enter a picture of it now. Anita Rani is a television presenter here in the UK. She presents programmes such as The One Show, Country File, what else? She was a contestant on Strictly a few years ago, and I'm just quite into her. Now, she's also the Weekend Women's Hour presenter on Radio 4, and yeah, I really like her. She's a Yorkshire lass, and she's also, as she describes herself, brown. And this is all about how she got where she is today, in terms of her career, but also her life and what that's been like growing up in the UK when her family are from elsewhere. I haven't quite got as far as where they're actually from. Let me have a look. Punjabi it says A Rough Guide to Being Punjabi is the first chapter. So I've listened to the introduction and things like that. I'm quite into it so far, and I think I think I'm going to really, really enjoy it. I recently saw her being interviewed on Sunday Brunch, and she was talking about the book then, and I thought, this sounds like my sort of thing. So yeah, started listening to that today. Also, so it's Friday now. We haven't really got any plans, have we, David?
Watch a film.
We're going to watch a film and have burgers for dinner. But I think I might have like a little hour sit and just read. So yeah, so I'm going to read The Other Black Girl. I was going to say 100 pages. It's more than 100 pages. About 130, 40 pages of this left. 140 pages of The Other Black Girl left. Enjoying it. It's not quite the sort of page turner I thought it was going to be when I first picked it up, but I think the tension being built and everything's very good. Oh, actually, one of the first weeks, so before I pick that up again, I'm going to read the first chapter of The Miseducation of Evie Epworth by Matson Taylor, because this is our Patreon book club book for the month, and I do a mid-month or like sort of initial thoughts video where I just talk about my very initial thoughts, and it's always of the first chapter. Now, this first chapter is a mere 7 pages, so I'm going to read that first, then film my initial thoughts video, get that out on Patreon, and then read some of The Other Black Girl. So that's how reading's going. I guess join me tomorrow for more reading explorations. If I don't finish anything tomorrow, then you'll see me on Sunday picking the books that I'm going to take away with me. Unless some books arrive in the post tomorrow, who knows? I'll see you soon, guys. So see you soon, David.
See you soon.
Bye. Happy Saturday, everybody. Hope you're all very well. No reading has been completed today. I've been continuing to listen to Not That Type of Girl by Anita Rani. I'm very much enjoying it. We're in the very early stages of like her grandparents coming over from India, and then so her grandfather coming over, then bringing his wife and his children and that sort of thing. Very much enjoying it. She's very she just, as is the case with memoirs, sort of presents it very well as it's her own story, but Books have arrived. In fact, we went to Tesco's this morning. I'm all glammed up because we're going over to my mum and dad's for a barbecue because it's my dad's birthday tomorrow. 60 he'll be. Oh, what was that? Oh. It was a pot. I can see it on the floor.
Oh, okay.
Went over to Tesco's and bought from the charity little thing there for 50p, The Archers, Ambridge at War, An Ordinary Village, Extraordinary Times by Catherine Miller. You all know I love listening to The Archers. It's a radio play that's been going since, I don't know, I always muck this up whenever I say, is there any way I can find it here? No, there's not. But this is the beginning. So this is set in winter of 1940, and this is the beginnings of like the people that I know that are in The Archers now. So like, I'm just seeing if I recognise any of these names. Bert Horrobin, and he was the baby of the family in this. Oh, this is, oh, Peggy, I know Peggy, she's a gutsy Londoner. Oh, this is lovely. Okay, so cool, yeah, so I'll get round to reading that and I will enjoy that. And then when I got home, 2 books had arrived in the post. 1, 2. God, this one's heavy. Let's open this one first. Very heavy. So heavy I can't even get into it. This is, oh, here we go. We're into it. Feels like a, cookbook or something. Oh my God, that arrived really, really fast. Oh, this is exciting. So this is One Pot 3 Ways by Rachel Ammer, and this is vegan recipes, and it tells you how to make one thing. So for instance, Cuban black beans, which is the main recipe, which look amazing, and then it tells you 3 different ways to have them. So you could have them with white rice, lime and coriander, Cuban black bean tortilla salad bowl, yummy, or Cuban black bean fajitas with salsa and guac. Oh my God, peri mushrooms, it is going to be amazing. Soya grilled vegetables. Oh shit me, this looks amazing. So yeah, this is amazing. It's got sort of Caribbean and African influences. Oh God, I can't wait to it. David, you're going to be well excited about this. He can't hear me, but yeah, I promise you he'll be exciting. Caribbean style ackee. Oh God, I can't wait. Sticky miso oyster mushrooms. Yum yum. So yeah, oh, that's very, very exciting. I don't think that's out quite yet. That's out, it just says here, on the 26th of August. So yeah, if you're looking for a vegan cookbook. Oh, I love something where you can make something and then it becomes, oh God, I keep seeing really exciting things. I've just seen another thing, date and chickpea tagine. Oh God, yes, lovely. I love cookbooks where you can make one thing and then you can have it many different ways. And then another book. Oh, this is also exciting. 2 very exciting books that have arrived today. This is a proof of The Trial by Laura Bates, which is out on the 16th of September. It says The Island Will Be Their Judge. Now, Laura Bates is the author of a whole host of non-fiction books of hers that I've read. Men Who Hate Women, Girl Up, which is a really, really great one. I'm just thinking of other... Oh, it won't be in here, will it? Because it's a... because it's approved. But yeah, some really, really great, oh, Everyday Sexism Project, that's where you'll probably know her from. But yeah, so now she has written this YA book, I think it is. Is it YA? Let's have a look. A survival story about the dangers of silence from multi-award winning author and gender equality activist Laura Bates. Oh yeah, so it is YA because it's children's book. So it says here, let me read the old press release. No matter how you try to hide it, the truth will always come out. After a plane crash sees a group, and I'm rewatching Lost at the moment, so plane crashes I'm enjoying is probably a bit strong. After a plane crash sees a group of 17s washed up on a desert island, their first thought is survival, but a terrible secret from the party the night before has followed them ashore. Facing deadly threats and the fear of being stranded forever, they quickly discover that being the most popular kid in high school doesn't help when you're fighting to stay alive. As the island deals each of them a dangerous blow, it's clear that someone is looking for justice. Now survival depends on facing the truth about that party, who was hurt that night and who let it happen. A thought-provoking drama exploring themes of consent, sexism and complicity. Well, that sounds bloody well good. So yeah, 3 very exciting books I've received. I'll be cooking something from this week, so yeah, I'll hopefully later on in the... Oh my God. Oh wow. Cajun beer battered oyster mushrooms, I think that might be what I do. Yeah, so hopefully you'll see me cook from that bit later on this week. Anyway, we better get round to my mum and dad's. What do you reckon, David? Yeah. Well, I don't actually know how I've managed to get this tripod into my tiny ensuite bathroom, but here we are. Oh, before I put that on, I have just finished The Other Black Girl by Zakiya Delilah Harris. I have some thoughts about this. I've given it 3 stars, I'll say that straight off. I really enjoyed the sort of first half, the building of the office politics. I read that it was, I don't think it's actually mentioned here in here. Oh yeah. Oh, so this says a thrilling, edgier Devil Wears Prada that explores privilege and racism. But I'd also seen somewhere, and I don't think it was here, that this is sort of like Get Out meets Devil Wears Prada. And I would definitely agree with that. It gave this, oh, I haven't seen Get Out, but like other things that I'd been told were like Get Out. David and I buddy read a book earlier this year called When No One Is Watching, and it sort of builds that tension in the same way. So you're following Nella, who is the only black girl in the publishing office that she works in. It's a very white, I'm gonna put this down so I can start taking my makeup off. So it's a very white industry, and a girl called Hazel joins the team, and seemingly everyone seems to really get on with Hazel and really like everything about her in a way that Nella has sort of struggled to get, and she's always been sort of confused as to whether this struggle to get on with everybody is out and out racism, or is because she's tried to push for more diversity at work and things like that. And Hazel turns up and just seems to get on with everybody, but there's also like a backstory going on about a publisher and a writer that used to work at the publisher in the 80s. So yeah, so I was enjoying all of that and like building it up. And as I said, I'd recently read Severance by Ling Ma, which had similar sort of vibes in terms of office politics, and I was quite enjoying that. Just melting this panda. Oh, and my battery's about to run out. I'll have to sort that out before, but yeah. Back in a mo. I just looked at the viewfinder and I actually look a bit like Uncle Fester. Sexy. So yeah, so I was enjoying the office politics type things. Now, something sort of happens 2/3 of the way into the book, and I had suspicions about something not being quite as it seemed. So what I will say is that I went into this book knowing something. So I think if you're planning on reading this book and you don't want to be spoiled for anything, then go away now. And as I do, I will call you back once I finish talking. I'm also just rinsing my flannel out so I can take my makeup off. So yeah, so go away now, and I'll call you back when we're done. So, is everyone who wants to go gone? What I wanted to say is, also this zoom is so bad rubbing out the frame, is that somebody had already told me that there was an element of magical realism to this book, and I wonder if, not knowing that, I would have been on the lookout for things that were slightly stranger than I realised, and I don't think I would have done. So I think if I went into this book, the ending would have really surprised me, because by the end, guys, there's some sort of like reverse Ratatouille shit going on because Hazel is seemingly involved in this sort of ring of people who are trying to make black people more amenable, let's say. So the reason Hazel is getting on with everybody at work is because she is being controlled or suppressed to act in a way which is more amenable to white people. And this is being done via her hair care products, which she tries to give Nella about halfway through. And I thought, that seems weird that she's so keen on, there we go, she's so keen on Nella having these hair care products. I think this might have something weird going on. Turns out it did. So yeah, I enjoyed the book. I thought it was a page turner. I thought it was a good thriller. Maybe I wonder if I would have given it a 4 had I not known that there was some sort of element of magical realism going on. But yeah, that was a bit of a strange one. Right, people can come back, people can come back. So there we go, my thoughts on The Other Black Girl. Let me know down below what you thought of The Other Black Girl. It is, me and David are so tired. We had a lovely time at my mum and dad's in the garden for a barbecue. Ever so hot though. It's not quite as hot as it's going to be tomorrow, but very hot. Should we move out into there so I can finish off my skincare routine? Yeah, let's. So, that was that. That's The Other Black Girl by Zakiya Delilah Harris. It is merely 10 to 10. I don't know if I'm so tired because I ate so much today, because I did eat a lot today. But I don't also know if I'm tired because I stayed up till gone midnight last night reading quite a lot of The Other Black Girl. I actually hoped to finish it last night and it didn't happen because I was like, I thought, no, I must go to sleep because otherwise I'm not going to know what's going on. So yeah, really tired. Do I want to start a book today? I do sort of want to start a book today. David's in the lounge watching Gavin and Stacey because there's nothing on telly, and we're both not sure if we're going to go to bed. But yeah, I think I will start another book. And I'll probably end up taking that book away with me. So I'll probably check in with you tomorrow to let you know what I started and pick another book to take away with me. Yeah, I think I will do that. So I'll see you tomorrow. Night night. Oh, that smells lovely. Night. Hi, about to leave for Hollybobs in this lovely yellow big dress that just is, I'm trying to cool down because it's absolutely boiling today. Last night, as I said, I was about to start a book. I started, this is a proof edition, Conversations on Love with Natasha Lunn, and then I read this much this morning. So I'm about a third of the way through, very much enjoying it. What I found interesting about this is that sometimes when you read a sort of essay collection, you don't always, and I think I've mentioned this very month actually, you don't always love all of the essays in those collections because you don't get on with the writers. Now, the risk of me not getting on with Natasha Lunn's writing is a big risk for this, but I am. But what she's done is that, so within these sort of chapters, the first chapter was about romantic fantasy versus reality, and then we moved on to the unknown, and now I'm on a chapter called the honeymoon phase. Is that within those chapters she includes conversations, as the title would suggest, with the people that are mentioned on the front here. So Alain de Botton, Candice Carty-Williams and Philippa Perry are ones that I have, that I knew about on the front cover, but also Juno Dawson, I really enjoyed that. And, oh my God, what's her name? The one who wrote Is Not Obliged. Oh, Lem Sissy, that was a really good one as well. Let's have a look. I'm gonna have to find it now because I really enjoyed the part of that. I've also folded over loads and loads of chapters, loads and loads of pages because of things that I've been enjoying. Where is it? Aisha Malik. Yeah, so yeah, I folded over quite a lot of pages of things that, so even on the first page I was really into this bit. I used to think it was love that I was longing for, but I was wrong. I was obsessed with the idea of love, not the truth of it. All those nights and years I spent asking, when will I find love? I never paused to think about what precisely it was. And I thought, that was just me in my 20s, just gagging for a bit of love and not really thinking about other things apart from the word love and the idea of love. So yeah, I've been very, very much enjoying this. I think this is very interesting, non-fiction, and just put together well in terms of getting everybody's voice in here, but it being one overriding voice of Natasha Lunn, who I'm really getting on with the writing of. So yes, enjoying that, but I'm going to take that away with me. I wonder if I'll maybe get that finished this weekend, but also I want to take a fiction book away with me, and I think I'm going to take, because I was surprised at how short this was, and I think maybe I might read these few days that I'm away, The Mermaid of Black Conch by Monique Roffey. So yeah, so I think what I might do is I might do chapter of this, or just see how I get on. But yes, I feel quite excited about this. And this has got somebody called David in it. So yeah, that's what I'm going to take, and that. And yeah, I guess I'll let you know how I'm getting on with this. Oh. Hello. I think in my last video clip I said, oh, you'll probably see us on holiday when I start a new book. I didn't start any new books while I was away. I did read quite a lot of the old Conversations on Love. I'm over halfway through that now. It's Wednesday today. I've been back to work this morning. Just watching David pull some tissues out of his nose. Both of us are very much suffering in the heat. We're not big heat people, are we, David?
It's more hay fever than the heat.
For David, it's more hay fever than the heat. But I've been in a very, very hot building today. My office is in a very, very old building, which is very warm. And how fun is this for people listening to how hot my life is? And I can't prop the door open because it's a fire door. So literally in the afternoon, when the sun gets round there, it's unbearable. So I've just been smashing the water today, and then I get back and there's a little sleepy sausage on the sofa having a little sleep with his top off, no glasses on, like a little mole as I look through the door. Didn't even wake up when I came in. And David's got very bad hay fever. people got very bad hay fever this year. David's got unbelievable bad hay fever. He's never had hay fever before, and it renders him to. I mean, I wish I could spin the camera around to show you him. He's just sat there with his top off, eyes closed, tissue ramped up his nose, almost unresponsive to me.
Yeah.
Reading though, I've read almost half of this. I imagine I'll finish this soon, and I've been listening to Anita Rani's audiobook Not That Type of Girl, really enjoying it. I've just listened to a very interesting chapter about colorism and about the sort of the beauty myth that Eurocentric beauty is the best and you shouldn't have dark skin, and which is a view that is rife in sort of Punjabi culture, as Anita tells it, and about how skin lightening treatments are revered, and there's sort of sayings and things that mean, like old, she calls them aunties, would say to you if you've been outside in the dark and your skin's going darker, which I found very, very interesting. So yeah, I'm really enjoying that. I'm enjoying hearing about her childhood in Bradford and what it's like at school and stuff. So yeah, I'm very much enjoying it. I've got about 6 hours left of that. However, as I said, today's Wednesday. On Sunday is Patreon Book Club, and I've only read one chapter of The Miseducation of Evie Epworth. So I need to crack-a-lack on with this, as it's 359 pages long. So I think I'll probably start this tonight. I got home from work a moment ago. There's probably the fan you can hear in the background, but I can't turn it off. I can't. What's the weather going to be like tomorrow, David? Any cooler?
I don't know.
He doesn't know. We haven't got any food for tonight. Also, well, we went away. I haven't even mentioned about going away. When we went away, it was very, very, very warm when we were away, and we were in a very, very old oast house, and there wasn't much airflow. We smugly took our fan, and it broke on the first night, in the middle of the night, and yeah, so it was very, very hot, and we ate nothing but crap for 3 days. So we're both feeling pretty bleh, because hot, hay fever, haven't eaten anything good. So tonight we know we need vegetables for dinner. Neither of us want to go out and buy vegetables for dinner, but I guess we must. So yeah, low energy now. Hopefully next clip I'll be a bit more high energy. Hey, so I've been to the supermarket. David's had some eye drops and some nose spray, and decided to make harissa butter bean tray bake from a new cookbook I've got, One Pot Three Ways. So this is the original dish. So this book, if you would have seen earlier, you take one dish and then you can have it 3 different ways. So the main recipe is this harissa butter bean tray bake. I'll show you it in a minute. And tonight we're having it with mint and oh shit, I didn't get a pomegranate. Mint couscous. And I've also got some leftover dips from when we went away, including a sort of labna type thing, which I think will go quite well, and then a beetroot and thing, which I think will go quite well. So it's basically just chopped veg. In here we got mushrooms. Mushrooms my favourite. Red onions David's favourite. Carrots. That's got a bit of onion skin on it. Red pepper and half plum tomatoes. And then here is a not roast harissa, because I just had the harissa I used. Harissa, it says maple syrup, but I used brown rice syrup and olive oil. I'm just going to dribble that over the veg and then mix it all up, and that goes in the oven for 20 minutes. These are my favourite sort of dinners, you know, things that just go in the oven and then they're done. And then after 20 minutes I actually have to add the butter beans, and then it goes back in for another 20 minutes. But yeah, I think it's going to be quite tasty. There's a lot here because this makes enough for 4, but I'm going to have some of this for lunch tomorrow at work. So yeah, so I have ended up using some of my books that I got this week. I have. Hello. And so endeth, I used to say that all the time, didn't I, when I was doing Vlogmas. And so endeth this vlog of week 3 of my July reading. I think I've only read 1 book this week. Let me have a look. That's not bad. To read a book in a week is a fantastic feat, wouldn't you say, David?
Yeah.
But I just think that's not normally what I would read. But then I guess we were away for for 3 days and 2 nights. I still haven't caught up on my sleep. Yeah, the only book I've read this week has been The Other Black Girl by Zakiya Delilah Harris. 3 stars. So yeah, just thought, as you hear, it's the fan's on. I'm not prepared to turn the fan off, guys, so do please bear with me. No books have arrived today, but I'll tell you what has arrived today. My Sainsbury's food magazine. It's Thursday. I'm going to my friend Emily's for dinner tonight. And the plan was that I'd go straight there from work. However, it was yet another hot day at work. And although I had this on, which was actually quite cool, the only thing is about wearing it's an all-in-one. Wearing these to work is that when you go to the toilet, you have to take everything off and you're sat there like basically, I mean, you are in the nudie at work. So yeah, I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, it was really hot at work, so I thought I've got to go home and have a shower first. I'm going to have a shower, get changed into something very, very cool. But, oh look, David, ham and pickle picnic pies, but we could leave the ham out. Sainsbury's magazine, very good for recipes, very good for vegetarian recipes. It's not all vegetarian, but it always has quite good bits. None of these which David would like. Summer puddings, including Eton mess and cherry trifle. Summer pudding, lemon syllabub with rosemary biscuits. I think basically, summer's not very chocolatey months. Do you agree?
No.
It's not, is it? You don't agree, or no, you don't think chocolate is eaten much? Bit too hot for chocolate.
Eat chocolate, but yeah, but it's not. It's all about chocolate ice cream.
Is it? Oh, we got some chocolate ice cream yesterday. We haven't eaten those yet. I won't have one of those now, though. Have you had one, David?
No.
What were they? Did. You nearly did. Oh, you did very well. And then the other thing I ordered is this independent brand, small business they call them, don't they? Lucky Clouds, their skincare, their cleansing balms are good for removing makeup and cleansing. And actually, you know when you relate a smell to something, that smell smells purely like the TV programme Ghosts. Is it called Ghosts?
What's that? The one you watch?
Yeah, is it called Ghosts? It's got Charlotte Ritchie in it, and she hits her head. Her and her husband buy a house that they plan to change into a hotel, and she hits her head. Well, she actually gets pushed out the window by a ghost. And when she comes around, she can see the ghosts. Yeah, it's and I used to watch it in the bath and cleanse my face with that, and that smells exactly like it. There's also another, so that's the jojoba and, no it's not, that's a lie, neroli, geranium and cedarwood. This is lavender, bergamot and frankincense. That's very nice and calming. And then I also just got a little one of their, I've used all of that before, I've never used their lip butters. Oh, you can tell this has been, they've done well to try. Oh, it's nice. Blooming Marvellous lip butter. Oh, I don't actually know what scent that is, but it's lovely. I've got to get it used by April 2023. Hopefully I'll be able to manage that. So yeah, so that's the week's reading done. So on the TBR, I'm halfway through, oh my god, is it called Not That Type of Girl? Anita Rani's autobiography. I've been very much enjoying this. I've been listening to this on the way home. I've got about 4.5 hours left, and I've just listened to Anita talk about how she found her teenage years really difficult. And I think, look at David's hay fever accoutrements here. Nose spray, eye drops and a big pint of water. I think it's nice to, but I think it's important to highlight that, like, it is hard being a teenager. I remember being told constantly and consistently throughout my teenage years, these are the best years of your life, these are the best years of your life, blah, 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 blah. And looking back, yeah, some of the aspects were fantastic and I had a lovely time. But at the time I felt so miserable. What about you as a teenager? You don't need to answer that, David. I've seen a video of you as a teenager at Christmas.
It was alright.
Were you told throughout your teenage years, these are the best years of your life?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I think that, I mean, I don't know if that happens much anymore. I don't know any teenagers. Do we know any teenagers? None.
No, not really.
David's friend's got a couple of teenagers, haven't you? You've seen them a few times. I know no teenagers. Imagine. So yeah, so I found that very interesting and just nicely written. But yeah, I just think, I love a memoir, and I love the fact that she sort of like she grew up in the same country as me. Obviously a very different experience. She's from a Punjabi background. She grew up working class in Bradford as an Indian girl, so that's very different. But yeah, I've been very much enjoying it, and I will continue to enjoy it, I'm sure. I have also got to read The Miseducation of Evie Epworth by Matson Taylor. Here's something I didn't realise. Matson Taylor, that's a bloke. So what I will say about this is that I'm literally 28 pages in. I'd read the first chapter and then I read a little bit more on my lunch today. I think the fact that Matson Taylor's a bloke and this is written from a girl's perspective, that's quite impressive so far. This is up my Patreon book club. Here comes a little minty. My Patreon book club book for this Sunday, so I will get that read. It's Thursday night, as I said. I'm also over halfway through Conversations on Love, which is I've been previously telling you that this is an essay collection. It's not. It's a book by Natasha Lunn in which she interviews and has conversations about love with many people: Dolly Alderton, Candice Carty-Williams, Diana Evans, Roxane Gay, Philippa Perry, Lisa Taddeo, to name but a few. And I've been very much enjoying that. Actually, weirdly me to say Diana Evans, that's the next one I've got there. Then I'm also reading Unwell Women. I haven't touched this week, I don't think. 192 pages. Will I get that done by the end of the month? I should think so. Remaining on the TBR, and I've just made David move so I could sit in this chair to show you. Remaining on the TBR, and this is including the books that have come into me this week: Flapjacks and Feudalism, Social Mobility and Class in the Archers. That's a non-fiction book about the Archers. The Things We Don't Have by Savannah Brown. Where the Forest Meets the Stars by Glendy Vanderer. I need to work out what I'm going to do with this because I've got the book club for this on Sunday. I can't imagine there's a way I'm going to get to read that by Sunday. I might have to ask the book club people if they want to go ahead without me or if we want to move it. Shuggie Bain by Douglas Stewart. What's the situation with Shuggie Bain, David?
Oh shit, I don't know.
Oh shit. David will do that while I go through the rest of them. The Archers, Ambridge at War by Catherine Miller. The Trial by Laura Bates. That's not out until September.
No, still not yet.
Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid. What does it say? Just soon?
Yeah, just is coming
that
soon.
Maybe that'll be an August read, which will be nice because you're picking my TBR in August, aren't you?
Let's help I'll pick that then.
Yeah. The Five Wounds by Kirsten Valdez Quaid, and Black Teacher by Beryl Gilroy, not Gilroy. So yeah, thanks so much. We've got one more of these reading vlogs to come, and I'll see you all then for another reading vlog. Yeah.